Oh, wow. Well, we connected. I can't believe, well, we all of a sudden bumped up to 3 bars. Oh, that's group chat. Uh, group chat. I'm telling we're live. Hey, what's up there, Jonathan? We were on our way back and decided that we're going to make a trip out to Brown Mountain and see if we can catch some of the Brown Mountain lights. So we've driven up to the top, and I'd step out the door here. I'll step out the door anyhow because I'm like, yeah, I'm on StreamYard because I'm a bit insane, but here we go. Hey, what's up there, Jay? So we got some serious wind. I don't know how long we're gonna do this, but like I said, we're looking for lights. It was so bad. We the, come on. Okay, everybody there? It was very let's see. I would we didn't think we'd be ready for it, Jay, and we did the best that we could, me and Mrs. T, but it was a lot warmer. We had a great time. Um, wasn't really ready for that train.
We're supposed to, at that location, set temperature records on Friday and Saturday.
Oh yeah, we setting on temperature records and everything Friday and Saturday.
78.
Um,
It luckily didn't feel like it was.
Yeah, there's some stories that'll be told, but they're not ours, so I'm not gonna tell them. But we had a good time. I tell you what.
Such awesome people.
Awesome. Yeah, the people were awesome. Matt, oh, there's some college town over that way that we're seeing some lights. Right now I got the GoPro going. I'm probably going to switch it over to time lapse so I get better light runs. I got the thermal sitting there. I stepped outside once, and like I said, I about got blown over. And
That's why we wanted to make sure we were up here before it got dark. So
yeah,
I've been scoping it out there. Don't appear to be any structures on this side of the nearest ridge. Anything past that is highly suspect out there. There's highway lights, there are cell phone towers, there's all kinds of stuff.
in
Old
the
cities. So it's gonna have to be on this side of the ridge before I'm convinced.
and are you guys still there? 'Cause I don't know why it's kicking out. I don't know why. Usually when I do live, I don't have any issues with my phone timing out, but it is tonight. I didn't think we'd get cell service up here, but yeah, the expedition. You can, state of Florida. I Are you guys still there, by the way? Anyhow, the state of Florida, I mean, you can literally, there's parts and it's um, very frequent for lack of a better word. I mean, you can go like 10 yards and it'll be a slight opening, but then all of a sudden you've got some serious ground vegetation. I had climbing sticks with me, and I tell you what I should have done. I should have brought one of my tree stand climbers, one of my climbing tree stands, and went up in that. And but variety of techniques was out there. Um, like I said, there'll be some stories coming, but like I said, they're not my stories. I wish I could tell you ours. We had to go cross country.
Bushwhacking.
Yeah,
not
we went
less
bushwhacking.
drugs, to be clear.
You know, you got two Ohioans bushwhacking across Florida and down in the Everglades. You know, granted we had gators on and stuff, but the only thing I could think of was freaking black widow spiders and walking up on an alligator's nest.
Yeah. Picture trackway walking through,
Yeah,
slinging a palm frond left and right, so we can try to knock down the spider. It was tremendous. It was great.
yeah. There's places out there you can. Hey, what's up there, Grass? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, you don't just driving down there, you can tell. Just driving to get there, just looking off the highway. Um, if something wanted to cross the highway in portions, it could, no problem, and be gone. It could cross the highway. Something could come out of that undergrowth, real quick, cross the highway, and be gone in the foliage next door real quick. So, and where we was at, we kept going to the south, and that terrain uh, was tough. Oh, they don't like Ohio meat.
Probably pretty gamey.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, we went down one trail and we kind of looked up just in time to see this massive mosquitoes coming after us. And
You like vengefully.
vengefully, yeah. And then
It's like, ooh, exotic blood.
and then man, we started going as fast as we could without going in a full run. And then uh we were trying to make our point, but we got to a point where it was like drop gear. We gotta get the bug spray out right now. Get the bug spray out. Get the bug spray out. And then we doused ourselves with bug spray, and then we sat there, we sat down on the ground, timing out on me. It's never timed out before, but it's doing them. Hi, Jen. We sat down for like 3 hours straight until uh, Deb couldn't handle it anymore, and we went we went cross country after that, and that
Well,
was
we tried to follow a trail.
yeah. We weren't going back the way we came.
In hindsight, I would take mosquitoes to go to the bushwhacking.
Yeah.
Luckily, we live.
Hi, Shannon. Yeah. Um. So yeah, we definitely did some bushwhacking to get through. Oh, I got chewed. I got chewed out.
Oh my god, I've never seen him so bad.
Yeah. I mean, worse than West Virginia. And
West Virginia.
West Virginia was bad. It was really bad. Uh, yeah. It's got the timer on. Just check and make sure. Why is that Phasm cam showing the light?
I think it's the green bit of debris.
Okay. So that's the full spectrum camera there we got going.
Reflecting. Yeah, probably it is reflective
Yeah,
material.
and
I'd go fetch it, but I'm pretty sure I'd fall into it. So,
yeah, I mean, overall, it was a good. We had a good time.
it was a howl.
A lot of fun. Brian and Chewy was awesome. You got to meet Chewy at some point. Hi, Eyes.
Yeah, boy.
Definitely got to meet Chewy. Chewy is a very good boy.
The homemade chocolate chip cookies on which we are currently noshing, courtesy of Brian
Yes.
and Chewy. Thank you very
Brian
much,
was
guys.
awesome.
Big salute.
Alex, super awesome. Brian, Matt, awesome.
Max Powers is now my
Max
hero.
Powers is Deb's new hero.
Gonna make a house on fire.
Pam, Rick, Bigfoot Mafia.
Tim T?
Tim T. Yes, Tim T. Had a wonderful conversation with Tim T.
Yeah. Is it Mike Ann?
Mike Ann.
Eric?
Mike Ann was awesome. We spent quality time with Mike.
I can't remember Eric's last name.
Oh, Eric Swanson. Eric Swanson, of course. If you've never met Eric Swanson and you're into doing film work and documentary, that's definitely one of the individuals you want to meet, and he will take time to teach. Oh, I don't know if I would say that or not, because we had a situation where I don't know if I'd say that or not, Grass. We had a situation that sort of kind of matched something that I experienced some 30 years ago. So, yeah, I'm going to step back out the door here. Like I said, we're sitting here watching. I don't know how long this will go, but we left last night, and it was pretty bad. Had a lot of lights behind us. You can't see it in the camera. We have a lot of lights behind us off of that ridge. I forget what it's called, but she's saying off the marquee that the Brown Mountain lights are all off this area here, and I'm losing light. I just showed the So, Mike, Brian, she maybe Alex. Yes. Just remind everyone, there's a plan to see celebration for Joe Schneider in June. So, wow, that didn't take long at all. I mean, it's bad out there. Hey, bud. There he is. We just talked you up a storm this weekend. I'm just going to stick with us. As far as sounds, Jay, we'd had one or two howls. There was a recurring, I'll say that. Like I said, it's not my story to tell. If it was, I would. But there was a recurring theme, so let's see how that pans out. Like I said, it was difficult terrain, definitely difficult. I would quantify Florida as being like West Virginia on super steroids. Oh,
have enough brightness to everything.
Oh, that's because it's not. I wonder if I just turn it on. There we go. So, yeah, I had definitely audio. Do I still have audio review as far as from before this or while I was out there or what eyes? What exactly? Because I didn't review any audio. I didn't review any footage. Um, I basically ran using my helmet cam and with I ran my thermal. We ran our thermals constantly. Uh, yeah, I have not listened to any audio. And to be honest with you, um, you could be like, we were both sitting. I took my turkey chairs with us, and we were sitting at the base of a tree. And you know, I don't know if she moved a leg or whatever, and I couldn't tell if it was her or what. Stuff is constantly falling. So
And it's all very crunchy.
yes,
Palm fronds, it turns out, are super crunchy once they hit the ground. And even with all the pine needles, because it's a weird mix. It's tall pines with the foliage up high. And then these, I apologize, I totally should have looked this up before. Palmettos. They're like palm trees,
yeah,
but they're low, and all the branches come out basically from the ground. So they're like a palm tree shrub. And a lot of them die off from the bottom, and all of those are super crunchy. So anywhere time you step anywhere near it, it is like walking through a vat of cornflakes. It is really loud.
yeah. I mean, with the things, you'll come out, but the thing that using the thermal, um, light conditions and so forth, we couldn't use the thermal more than a couple minutes, and then you'd suffer burnout and trying to walk with the thermal. So we ended up tripoding our thermals a lot. So I mean, we weren't experts in that, working that area and working through that kind of environment like uh, he had. So to be honest, what we did was basically kind of stay quiet and learn. Watch and learn was our thing. Um,
Lots of stories were shared. And
stories, methodologies, things to do, things, not to do, things, question. And work quite a bit. There was a lot of good, a lot of good materials went through. You are absolutely right about the pine and oak pollen. My truck looks like like a fleet of bumblebees went through it. Are we looking west right now? I have no idea. Which direction? Okay, the truck is pointing towards
Yes.
the east, so we are looking east. West is behind us.
Which duh, the sun just
Yeah, the sunset behind us. We should have known that. This is the first time we've ever come up here to the Brown Mountains. We'd like to see some
not alone.
intriguing lights.
Another golf club sitting up here, constantly.
Seems like people must come up here quite a bit and just watch for them. But oh yeah, when we went cross country, that was a trip.
In so many different ways.
Yeah.
Tripping was going on.
Yes.
It was a trek. It was
Yes.
mind bending. All three senses of the word. It was a trip.
Yes. We were suddenly out of trail, and then I pulled out the Onyx, and it's deceptive. It's very deceptive. It is much larger. I had the area up on Onyx, and I was plotting as I went, but there was a light over here, over towards that could have been a car light going up that other mountain. But It was very deceptive. As far as, you would look at the map and the map would make you think, oh, this is right over there. This will be easy to get to. And then, you're huffing and puffing a whole lot later. And you're like, that's all the further we went.
At one point, you were like, "Oh yeah,
Hi,
cool.
Cindy.
The trail is 56 yards that way." I'm like, "Cool."
Yeah.
And half an hour later, we are still bushwhacking, and but yeah, they just hadn't maintained some of the sections of trails.
Yeah.
Some of the other groups mentioned, "Oh yeah, we were bushwhacking too. We ran across trail markers, but there was no trail." They're just stuck
Yeah, there was
down.
no trail. There was a bunch of palm trees down and
Be clear that I mean the trails were where they were maintained were very clear. They were
yes.
like two tire tracks, like an ATV kind of. That's what we're quite wide. And where they were clear, super easy to navigate.
Mhm.
But man, as soon as a tree came down or they stopped mowing,
Cindy says hi.
hi, then it was impossible. But the light was really weird. We have spent a lot of time discussing the light between
Yeah.
us. It was, I don't know, it's probably the humidity, but there was this weird sort of ambient glow. Like it reminded me of moonlight in Ohio, but there was no moon and it didn't cast shadows,
You ain't kidding, Jay.
but it was like easy to see and navigate by it. It was weird.
Jay says tire tracks are trails in Florida, and he is absolutely right.
Yep. And for all I know, that's how they maintain them, quote unquote, is they just run ATVs up and down. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, when we're going cross country, I'm like, I got a Pomfrets and I'm out there doing the Harry Potter thing, again, because I'm scared to death. I'm like,
Expelliarmus
yeah,
arachnid, and
the alligators didn't bother me as much as like running into a black widow spider or something. That had me just like freaking out. So
I personally did not see any snakes.
didn't
Saw
see any
a couple of
snakes.
spiders like sniffing around along the ground.
Bud, are you still there? Is Bud still in the house?
No, no. Oh, no, no.
They've just moved a little bit. I didn't see any of the banana spiders. I mean, I had issues with those in Tennessee.
What do banana spiders look like?
The golden orb weavers. They're the
no,
great big
that's not
huge.
I saw big, thick, running around the ground. A couple of those.
I didn't see anything running around. No. I was concerned about black widows and brown recluses, and maybe stepping on us. Clearly, that's an airplane way out there.
And even over here through the foliage, hard to the right. That's just the cars going up the hill on the highway we just driven.
Yeah. We did. I almost got. We left early because we had rain coming in, and get out here just to sit and see if we saw any lights.
I'm sorry, transporting wet gear for 2 days.
Yeah, there's the gear issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got spyglasses on. We haven't been but the full spectrum should pick it up. I saw tarantulas out in California, and I don't care to see them again. We do get some North American wolf spiders get pretty large, but yeah. We had a great time though.
We really did. Totally worth the 16 hour plus drive. Right.
I mean, last night we went out. We packed up and then we wanted, well, okay, I wanted to go out one more time before we left.
No, I was on board as soon as Mikey explained his plan. I'm like, "Ah, okay, we'll be bait."
And we went out and the therm came back with a really big hot spot. And we watched on it for a little bit and then, you know, decided we're going after it. And we went chugging through, we went cross country after it. Just it ended up being, you know, a tree or whatnot. So little did I know I wasn't supposed to go off trail at the time. Somebody was ready to kill me.
It'll be fine. I'm like, okay. He's like, okay, we're going for it. I'm like, son of a gun. He said we were gonna stay on the trails. Crap. Then I heard PF Bud's voice in my head going, don't know what it is. Run towards it. So I'm like, okay, all right, we're gonna do this. We're doing this.
We're going after it.
We're doing this.
Going after it.
And then about, I don't know, 50 feet later, trackway kind of is like, oh boy, it was clearly water. You know, it's like, oh, we shouldn't go any further. And I'm thinking, thank you, Lord. Thank you for that. So
yeah, and you know, not trying to pick up on, you know, a lot of animals sound the same, but a lot of animals don't. We had an issue with frogs.
Tink, tink, tink.
Yeah, we come across a frog that sounded like, at first I thought it was beating a fence post in.
I never did tell me exactly what kind of frog it was, but
No.
like, oh yeah.
Okay, that red light you see, I still have that one. Should have put a leash on me. We kept together. So, we did.
A couple times I was like, slow down.
Well, yeah. When we were going through the woods after the mosquito swarm followed, chasing us down. I mean, that was the impressive. I look up and I see this, I don't know, basketball-sized mushroom cloud of mosquitoes chasing us. Then it just kept getting bigger and bigger. Then it was yeah. But it was weird. That was the one thing about mosquitoes I didn't really say much about was, you know, they attacked you in caves. So you,
yeah, it was weird. So they would just chew the crap out of you for about 10 minutes and then disappear for 20 minutes. And then they come back. I don't know if they were just victimizing some other poor bleeding creature. I don't know, but it was so.
now, does anybody know anything about the Brown Mountain Lights? Because I haven't got a clue about them.
Read a little bit online and the didactic materials when we got here.
Yeah, that's kind of surprised.
The extent of my knowledge.
Kind of surprised I see something. I can't push that last button to get the. Oh, it's because I can't feel it. There it is.
We're running the cameras off the truck.
Well,
so we're not going to lose count on cameras. They're charging again.
Well, this one here, the memory's full, so the SD card on that camera's full.
Okay.
So I have to switch that out.
All right, I'm on it. This requires some gymnastics on my part, so I apologize for grunting, burning. Hopefully, there won't be a lot of crashing noises. Let's see.
I don't know if you can find my pack, but you'd have to change out the SD card. Really. I don't know if we find.
But if we
could try and just change out the cameras.
Yeah, I was about to say the other one was slow one. Sure, but maybe it's.
Yeah, we're running shore power on them right now, and I'm just concerned that we're gonna run out of SD card space. Wizard says I watched a video on the Brown Mountain Lights, and all I remember is that they were looking in the wrong direction, so maybe look around you. Yeah, I've been looking back and forth. I'll brave the elements here in a second. We'll go back out.
Right, Linville Gorge is behind us. And again, according to the plaques erected by the powers that be here, the lights should be in front of us, not in the gorge.
All right, so we just let's see what the I cranked the heat up. Hopefully it's not overheating then.
I'm comfortable if you want to turn the heat
I'm trying to figure out why the GoPro just shut down. Yeah, I says as soon as you run a SD card space, you'll see them.
here.
Yeah. That's good. Well, we didn't get up here soon enough. There's some interesting cuts. For those of you who haven't been, I'll step outside the door here for a second.
In case you're just joining us, didn't get that we are doing this in apparently an inland hurricane.
Yeah, there we go. I opened up the door earlier and almost got blown off the mouth. Northern California. Woo. I mean, this direction, I can see lights that are running along the ridge, but I think that might be all places. Now, according to the plaques, all the lights are coming from this way. Wow. Okay.
Not surviving is what. All right, is that? Get that. What's the acronym?
SD card. Just that there's one in it.
Oh, okay. So how do we tell?
But here, see the cord on that one? So, just got, that's our full spectrum that we're running. And one of them. So I got the GoPro up there, and I couldn't remember. I said here. Oh, GoPro knows. Oh, then hell, why the hell are we out here? I says GoPro knows when the lights are coming, so it automatically shuts down.
Cherokees. Oh, I was waiting for their loves to come home.
Oh, okay, that's recording. Eyes, talk me through time lapse again, because I know we got it once, but I couldn't put on your parachute. The wind noise will be.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I totally should have taken footage of Bill trying to put on his bearskin hoodie outside. It was bleeding hilarious. We almost lost him. Totally been married for 30 years. Like, it's funny, right?
Yeah.
It's only funny because he didn't die.
You sound like my mom.
Don't you dare.
Okay, is it night lapse I'm looking for, eyes? I can never remember. Night lapse, got it. Okay, we'll see how that does. So we got night lapse on right now. Hopefully that'll pull it down a little bit. Let me tell you what I'll do. I'll turn on the.
I was about to say, I am perfectly comfortable. So you can. Whatever you can do.
Try and cool down the GoPro. Turn the mics down. There we go. So we thought we'd sit up here for a couple of hours at least. About an hour and a half out of our way, but we thought it'd be cool. It's Brown Mountain. I can't remember how to get back. StreamYard. Okay, is everybody still there? So yeah, you have your typical Trackway blackout screen in the middle of the woods.
Would be a live stream if we actually pulled it off.
And listen to that.
Wow, it is moving.
Oh. Still there, bud? So if BF Bud's still there, that's twice now. That's twice he's come to mind. Well, if I don't look out the window, I'll never hear the end. I don't. But this time it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah, this time it was bad, but we don't go towards it. Whatever into it. So we charged.
By which I mean we stepped delicately over large ones.
Yeah, well,
Tried
okay,
very hard not
okay.
to fix it, but it was reasonable facsimile of a charge.
But yeah, legends say 1200 AD there was a great battle between Cherokee Nation and Catawba Nation on Brown Mountain. And that was one of oh, hi Sharon. That was one of the things that so I didn't know any history about this area.
A couple more myths that go along with it's so you have the Indian battle, so it's the spirit of the braves, or it's the spirit of the squaws looking for their braves who never came back from the battle, or fast forward 300 years, there is a bride whose groom failed to show up for the wedding, and she presumed that something happened to him, so now her spirit wanders the hills looking for him. The other story, and again, this is all off literally the plaques that I read an hour ago. The story of mom and her children murdered by their husband. So there are lots of different. They actually did some scientific studies trying to figure out, it's gas or whatever, and they have not figured out what caused this. They did theories, but none of them have been even, super reliably tested with them. So, of course, we had that discussion a couple days ago. Science is not prove things. I guess not. But no one yet has a good explanation. But people have been seeing them for almost 1,000 years.
Yeah, I thought it'd be cool. It's we don't get this way, so. I tell you.
And I apologize. I know it sounds like we're ill prepared, but we just spontaneously decided to do this just a couple of days ago, give it a shot. And I was busy doing the other stuff. So true. I probably should have spent more time researching. I admit that. But it was just kind of a, hey, we're passing by within an hour and a half. Let's stop, kind of thing. So I take full responsibility for the lack of research.
It would be interesting to come back, see Table Rock and like I said, Grandfather's Mountain. I guess that's a true place. It's Grandfather's Mountain. I always thought it was just
I'm a bit.
Actually, I thought it was the Waltons.
Oh, okay. That's not-
Yeah, I thought it was Palm Culture. I thought it was a made-up place, but I guess
yeah,
I'm not sure where the Waltons were set at. Was it Walton's Mountain? Sometimes it was Walton's Mountain, sometimes it was no Walton's. The Waltons happened on Walton's Mountain.
see, so I better do.
I don't know. Well, it didn't matter if it was a fan or not. We was watching it. Yeah, if you touch that TV channel,
More of a
he was
Sunday
in
night
trouble.
pizza and hee haw kind of family.
Yeah, well, when Chet came on, he didn't touch any TV either.
Oh, okay.
You better stay quiet with Chet Atkins or something.
We're revealing entirely too much of our Midwestern childhoods here.
Hey, Mrs. Trackway, it's a scouting trip and spontaneity is fun.
Spontaneity is fun. I am having a blast.
Ooh, what was that? Must be a plane off in the distance. See the spot? See it straight up there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I see.
It's a lot of traffic.
Yeah, it's looking like
But yeah, you know,
I apologize. I know you said this already, but one of the reasons we obviously
Oh.
wanted to get here before dark.
yeah,
There are spots where you can see 3 or 4 ridges, and it's in those spots.
Jen says, hey,
there's
you
lots of
have
lights.
opportunity and the time, can't hurt to try. And that's
Right.
kind of what we thought.
So there are some low spots where you can see 2 or 3 or 4 ridges even. That's where we're getting a lot of lights. And so anything on this side of the nearest ridge is legit because I scoped it all out before it got dark. There are no structures. I couldn't see any roads. They're very well maybe,
What's that right there?
but
I don't see no identification signal on it.
yeah.
Do you see any flashers on it? No, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick that up.
No flashes.
I don't see any flashers on that. Well, maybe I do now.
I don't look at that.
Yeah.
Also, this isn't moving much.
Yeah.
So stone just.
I used to call my sister Jim Bob. Yeah, my sister would have knocked my teeth out. I'd like to call it Jim Bob. She might still. Helicopter maybe? Or a plane. It's very slow.
Yeah, I don't. Some twinkling, but I'm not seeing color lines.
Yeah, a good old wholesome family show.
Somebody tracked the International Space Station for me. I know you can usually see different
Whoa.
colors in it too.
Well, when the International Space Station goes over, it goes over quick. That's not it.
Still not seeing color lines. Just a single.
You're not seeing any? Okay.
Slowly.
Good night, grasshopper.
Just stop it in. I don't know what.
All right, I'm gonna dive out and risk life and limb with it.
Oh,
Just to
he
see.
loves us so much.
Love you so much. Here,
Okay.
I can't operate this.
All right. Let's see, can I?
Thermal first.
He's going.
Those of us about to die, we should look at it.
Yeah, it's definitely moving.
Yeah, that's
It's slow. I don't, I just see one solid red light with the binoculars. Apologies. Tried to catch him. I can even see him out there. I won't actually see him out there. Apologize to get reflection from sticker. Oh shit, now where'd it go? Huh. I don't see it anymore. I says GoPro will pick it up. Okay. Cool. You. I haven't seen it anymore. Oh, that's right, because we set it on time. So hopefully, see a nice streak going across there. If it's aimed in the right direction, I'm not 100% sure. I lost it as soon as the light, interior light. Cam is picking it up and it's reflecting all kinds of stuff. So basically, that.
Oh, well, it's pretty gnarly out there. It was pretty gnarly drive last night. We didn't do too bad.
There was a little episode in the film, but
Little episode, yeah, an episode in the, yeah, if we fully recorded that,
I think we did, which is
we
hilarious.
did. There's another light building over there. See it?
Mhm. Right at the horizon.
Yeah, right at the horizon.
Okay, there's a single one.
Yeah.
And then four blink.
Okay.
They're alternated. That's been there since we got. So it's some kind of. Something.
Okay. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Grandma.
Dang it! I was gonna
Good night,
close.
Grandma. Yeah. 8:30. Why is it when you go somewhere to look at things at night, I always see someone keeps their parking brakes on a brake light? Just to drive me nuts. Ooh, we got a pretty good light over here behind us. See it? Oh, that's a whole. Yeah, that one's elevated. That one's up at the horizon level. You keep an eye on it. And like, there's a plane right there. I'm not seeing anything super crazy.
I mean, that was another one of our things too. We're like, well, if it's gonna be crappy weather, we're not gonna bother to stop this.
Yeah, it's hard telling how the GoPro is going to come out on the thumb. And the truck's shaking from the wind. Thank you for stopping by, Cindy. It's great seeing you. Like I said, I don't know how much longer we're gonna. Probably not much longer either. It's 8:38 now. Yeah, Taco Bell. What about 1 o'clock? 2 o'clock. Probably gonna crash. Get someplace nearby.
We
Crash.
passed the steakhouse near the hotel where
Crash the
we were planning on
steakhouse.
staying, and we figured we're both down a couple quarts from the mosquito incident. So maybe
I had family that used to work at the Cape, Jay. I think I still do, actually. Cape Canaveral. Uh, guys, I hate to break it to you, but we're not talking um, the Beverly Hillbillies. So, hey, Jethro. Chase Keenan, Chad. Oh, no, we drove pretty hard to get here today. Don't.
Especially with the time.
That was a bright light that just disappeared. Over here. Yeah, could stand to sleep in. Yeah, lost an hour's worth of sleep today. I just managed to hold on. This, I'd like to see the lights. I don't know how much. I'm not really specifically into any one category, I don't think. Bigfoot or UFOs or UAPs or spirits. I just go out and capture what I capture and bring it back.
Weird stuff in the woods.
Yeah, weird stuff in the woods, weird stuff in the sky. I is only about talking snow. It's snowing now, almost home. We had snow this morning, now nothing, and we had snow showers on and off all day. It was. When we left, it was 80 or what, 88 degrees, 88, 90 degrees, something like that. And then
Well, it was 70 when we left Ohio on Tuesday.
70. Well, yeah, we've had all kinds of crazy temperatures. I about froze when we got to Georgia tonight.
Like, it's 65. It feels great.
Yeah, it's been a very. We did talk a good bit of weather there with the other journalist. So well, you take it back. The mics.
Hey, I managed almost everybody's first name. I don't feel bad about not remembering. Yeah, we had 2 mics and 2 names. That was interesting.
Very interesting. Lighting was very different. I notice that right now. You think about that. Well, if it's hiking, it will be blurry, but it's worth a shot. Yeah. Well, we got a plane in front of us now. Couple of them. Both planes, I can see both the red indicator and the signal light. They must light planes up like boats, and that's why you have an aft and stern light, and you got the white signal light. If it's strange, trackway is there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much it.
It says.
Bring a certain level of strangeness. But yeah, whatever.
Strange next thing. Well, Mr. Coles will be on here in about 15. So we are going to probably just, I don't know if we're going to take off yet, but I think we're going to wrap with the podcast. And if we're going to sit here for a while and run cameras and everything, I just want to let everybody know that we are indeed okay. We are indeed heading back home.
And thank you for hanging
And
out
thank you
with
for
us
asking
on,
about that
on
stuff. So.
hanging out with us on zero notice. Appreciate that.
What did you say now, Grass? Taps on track. You know, that was the thing I kept thinking. What if we go see the Brown Mountain Lights and like Bigfoot hops out in front of us and shakes a truck?
Be awesome.
Your definition of awesome and mine are not quite the same. I know, run towards the thing. But I don't want to look at anything looking at any window ever again. Yeah, I hope you all the best. And give you 15 minutes so you can make your popcorn, get your sodas ready for those who drink sodas, for those who need to make milkshakes, make milkshakes.
Milkshake break.
Yeah, it's a good trip. Once in a lifetime.
Really, yeah.
People like you. Be careful out there. People like Jan. Yeah, I don't want, for those of you who don't know, I have woke up in the back of this, not this truck, my old truck, sleeping in the back seat, having somebody looking in my window who wasn't supposed to be looking in my window, and I was on no place. But I know it was a human. I don't know. They drove out. They drove away.
Oh, okay. Probably then.
They drove away screaming. Yeah. All right.
Thanks, folks. I'll let you know if you find anything.
Yep. And I said it's going to take me a while to get through the audio and video. I didn't shoot a whole lot of video in the group. Like, it was basically Matt's show as far as I was concerned.
And there were like 2 or 3 cameras on all the time during those discussions.
Yeah. And we was, we
in
was
sponge mode.
Sponge mode. And when we was in the woods, we got all kinds of, we ran all kinds of crap out in the woods. So. All right, so it's going to take me a while to get through some of it. So, thanks a lot.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.